folks, Brian Rushing here with you for another segment on AbbeyAthletics.com, your source for stats, standings, stories, and more on the web in regards to your Belmont Abbey Crusaders. A recent hire at Belmont Abbey College within the athletics department, and I'm here to speak with him today. The new head men's basketball coach, Martin Unger, is with us this afternoon. Coach Unger, thank you so much for your time today. You're the 15th head coach here at Belmont Abbey College for the men's program, something that has been widely talked about in regards to your excitement for this new position. Kind of give those folks that are checking this video out sort of what this position means to you and what all the years of hard work mean to you leading up to this point.
Well, yeah, I've been in this business a long time, almost 20 years, and started from the ground up, being a manager all the way to a video guy to an assistant coach, and then finally being lucky enough and honored enough to be a head coach in college basketball. But there's a lot of sacrifice, and not only for myself, but my family, my wife, my kids, and all the moves we've made and all the different places we've lived and all the sacrifices they've made for me. So not only to, personally for me to enjoy this, but also, to say thanks to them for sticking with me through all these moves and everything, because that really helped me out a lot too to be able to get to this point.
Coach, with this new position in life for you, it does create the culmination of many stops that have sort of led you to where you are today. Kind of give us an overview of some of the places that you've been in your coaching tenure and what those things and those places meant to you in regards to the spot that you're at today.
Well, first of all, every place I've been always will hold a special place in my heart because they all gave me something that I can draw from, whether it be the coaching, the learning of the coaching, learning to deal with people, learning to deal with different diversity areas, all kinds of different things. So, I started at Lees McRae, undergrad, playing basketball there, ended up transferring to Western Carolina and getting on their staff. Going to the NCAA tournament was a huge thing for me. Then going and working for Coach Beeline at the University of Richmond for 4 years, going to the NCAA tournament, having success. Then going to Florida State, learning from Coach Hamilton and his staff, having great success there. And then going to Nicholls State, spending a year there in Louisiana and really getting my first taste of what it was like to be a top assistant. And then going to UMKC and spending 5 years there, working for a very close friend of mine and a great coach, Matt Brown. And then coming here and working for Coach Miss. He's taught me so much over the last 2 years of how valuable this experience will be for me, and I can't thank him enough for giving me this opportunity.
You come into this position with a couple years under your belt as an assistant, an associate head coach. Sort of give us an idea of what you view, of what you see here at Belmont Abbey College from a basketball standpoint and how it plays in the landscape of Conference Carolina's action and the NCAA Southeast region, if you will.
Well, one of the things that really intrigued me about coming here is, going to Western Carolina, and my wife being from Salisbury, I was very familiar with Charlotte and high school basketball in the Charlotte area. And that's the surrounding areas, Cabarrus County, Gaston County, all those areas. There's a lot of talent in this area to draw from. So you don't really have to go out outside this area very much to go get talented players and great people that will come to this campus and be great citizens on campus and off campus. So, we've really focused over the last 2 years, being able to come here and have an experience of what's going on. It's made it a lot easier for the transition because I know the guys, I kind of know the landscape already, and I've recruited 90% of the guys already. So it's made it a very easy transition being here for 2 years to slide right into that next seat.
I'll ask you a two-part question here as we move on with the head coach of the men's basketball program, Martin Unger. Kind of give us an idea of what you would say your coaching style is, sort of the style of play that we would see inside of the Wheeler Center. And then second of all, kind of give us an idea of what you would envision things to look like in a few years as you being the head coach of Crusaders basketball with the atmosphere and the numbers and things as they involve the Wheeler Center specifically.
Well, first of all, our style is going to be somewhat different, but also the same. And I mean by that is I brought the defensive philosophy with me from Florida State that we implemented 2 years ago when I came here. So our defense is going to be almost the same. We might run a little bit more zone than man, but I'm predominantly a man-to-man type coach. Offensively is where you're going to see the differences. We are going to run, but we probably won't run as much as we did the last few years that I've been here. We're going to run a different offense as far as you won't be surprised if you see our 5-man shoot threes. You see our 5-man on the perimeter. You'll see guards posting up. So it's different stuff, different style. But I think at the end of the day, people will have a lot of fun watching it because you'll see a lot of different things that maybe you didn't see as far as getting out and seeing some winning basketball. I know we're used to that here, and that's what I'm here to do, is to continue that. So over the next few years, we're very young. We have 1 senior, no juniors, freshmen and sophomores. There's 12 of them. So we are grooming these kids for something special in a few years, and I see great things as we continue to grow. We grow as people, we grow as basketball players, and I would expect a lot of people coming out and supporting us because we'll have a very good winning program.
The last question that I want to ask you here, we're here in front of the Chartwell's dining facility, one of the many new buildings that we have here. Part of the whole excellence and virtue, sport and virtue component to what we have within the athletics department is centered around the whole person. And part of your responsibility as a basketball coach is to build the lives of young folk that come onto this campus. How do you see that in relevance to the importance of their life, this 4-year window that you're going to have to impact these kids? And what are some of the things that you plan on using to instill those sorts of excellences and virtues to the youth that are here?
Well, one of the great things about being here with Coach Miss is he and I are a lot alike as far as where we came from and what we're trying to do with these young people. Certainly we both want to win basketball games, but there's a higher purpose for us coaching, and that's for this mind, body, spirit thing. We're really trying to develop these kids to be great leaders after college, great fathers, great husbands, great people. And so we use basketball as a tool to shape those things and to create these young men in their really vulnerable stages, from their 18 to 23-year-old stage, where they're trying to figure out where they're going. And being great mentors and being great people that are leading them, you're hoping that you can instill these same things into them so that they become successful people in life, because ultimately that's what we're all trying to strive for.
And you'll get to see the first game here at the Wheeler Center with the Martin Unger era having been started at Belmont Abbey College on November the 19th as they take on a perennial power in Conference Carolinas in the Barton College Bulldogs. Coach, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, Brian.
Don't forget, folks, for stats, standings, stories, and more, there's only one place in cyberspace when it comes to your Crusaders. That's www.abbeyathletics.com.